Welcome back, everybody. We're on Tiger Mountain. Gonna go ride a trail called Side Hustle. Hope you're having a good day today. This trail is just about 2 miles of descent. Cool thing about it is a pretty quick pedal up the access road. Super fun, flowy descent. Pretty fast. A bunch of jumps. Some doubles I'm gonna try to reach for. We'll see. I don't know. I haven't been on it in forever. Here's a little stream coming down the access road. Nice and cool. I feel like there are tons of mountain bike YouTubers in the Pacific Northwest, but you don't see a ton kind of showcasing the beauty of the landscape. And this is just like a little tiny creek, but you know, there are creeks and streams and rivers flowing through everywhere. It's super green. The one thing I'll say, like, I've visited the Southeast and like the Smoky Mountains, and they have, you know, Appalachia, it'll say North Carolina, Tennessee, a lot of places around there. And I notice it when I watch Alex at Singletrack Sampler. They have a ton of more flat, wider rivers that the trails cross. And maybe it's because sometimes they're riding more like cross-country style, but I think there are more of that type of stream, river around that flows a greater distance and, you know, not such a steep grade. But he's always crossing some sort of creek or stream that I'm like, man, like my dream ride would be to have a big long descent, or big climb, big long descent. At the bottom, you've got a creek you can just sit in and have a beer or have your coffee. And for me, I'm often, like today, riding before work, so it'd be just stick my feet in the water and then change my clothes and get off to work, not have a beer, maybe have a coffee. But yeah, that'd be the dream kind of like day off. Go get a big ride in, go get a tube and like float in the river, or just lay in the river for a while, have a beer in the sun, something like that. And I've been thinking like to find a place I could do that around here, because we do have some streams and rivers where that'd be possible. But yeah, we're still going. We're gonna cross Predator fairly soon here. I'll show that. It's the divider between Upper and Lower Predator. Here's Lower Predator down on my left, Upper on the right. But I want to show this rock roll. I don't think you'll see it from the road. I don't think anyone's coming. But it's pretty steep. Looks like a wall of rock, but the scary thing about it is more so how chunky it is. Between 1, 2, 3, 4. First 4 rocks are all pretty chunky. That being said, if you're riding a 29er with a lot of suspension travel, you don't feel it too much. I mean, you know it's there. It's different than a smooth roll. But once you get here, you kind of roll it right out, and you got enough time to slow down here. You can see some people stopping as they get to that corner. You want to approach it really slow. And then down here, similar, more chunky, less steep, and then a bit of a roll drop off on the other side. It's a cool trail. And that rock roll is, it's something you'll remember whether you do it or not. Okay, dear viewers, as we're getting close to the top here, I think, we got a question for everyone for you to answer in the comments. Now, I always thought about this. Do you overestimate or underestimate the climbs usually when you're going back to a trail. And I have a weird relationship that I think I've kind of figured out, is that the first climb always sucks for me. I'm navigating, I don't know how long everything's gonna take. It feels like it takes forever. And then when I go back the second time, it seems way better because I anticipated it being worse. And then from then on, I basically underestimate it. So I'm curious what you guys have experienced with that. Maybe you use Strava and you're like, hey, I know exactly how long it takes. It feels like I estimate it right on. Maybe you're like me. Let me know. I'm just trying to not breathe hard and listen to the birds. What a freaking beautiful day. Man, it is like beautiful blue skies with some wispy clouds. It's like 59 degrees. Whoo-wee. Can you ask for any better? I mean, if I could turn the temp down to 55, I think that's my ideal for climbing. But you can't get much better. It rained a couple days ago. A little bit of wind, a little bit of sun. Trails should be perfect. Whew. Still climbing. You get a couple spots where it's flat and not even downhill on this access road climb. I wanted to tell you guys the other option. If you want an even longer descent, I think, you know, like I said, this is like 1.7 miles. If you want longer, you can go to the top of Tiger Mountain, ride down a trail called ETS, or East Tiger Summit. And I believe that is also around 2 miles. I'll put the actual number and the trail details up here so you can check that out and see the whole descent. But if you go all the way to Tiger Summit, which I don't have time for today, you can ride ETS, which goes straight into Side Hustle, which then leads straight into Iverson, which is a bit more cross country, but has downhill, which takes you all the way to the parking lot. So it's a really long, flowy descent. The other thing about this is the area, we're on like the south side-ish of Tiger. Every time I come through here, I think I'd like to camp somewhere around here. We're kind of in this little valley between different foothills, and there are a few little like pull-off spots. Obviously, you can't drive your car up this unless you're an employee or you're working on the trails or something. But I always thought these were cool spots. Yes, I'm just listening to birds chirp again. Okay, here's your turnoff. East Tiger Summit. And so the actual summit and then the trail called East Tiger Summit. Lots of other trails off that way. Predators kind of below the summit. You can turn off of ETS to ride OTG or NOTG. You can turn off of ETS to ride Close Encounters and ET. And then at the bottom of OTG and NOTG, there's Atlas and eBad and the Legend and Megafauna. So that's pretty much everything on Tiger, honestly. I just went through. But over here is pretty much just Side Hustle. Old Preston Railroad, and then Iverson back to the parking lot, and we have Side Hustle. We made it. It's about 3 miles on the climb. All right, Side Hustle. All right, and so often when you start riding black trails, you're poo-pooing blue trails. But hey, pat yourself on the back. you're riding a difficult trail. My legs are feeling kind of tired. Alright, there's a little climb after this. Alright. Here we go. Got a little break in. Double there. Short. Whoa. I've gotten better, but I'm not a great jumper. So this is good. Good practice. Whoa. Almost lost the pedal on that chunk. Oh. Close to the trail crossing here. Gonna take a little break here. That's a divot. I just got a bug in my mouth. That's fun. I didn't remember that one, so I'm super hesitant. Oh no, I don't got that. Whoa. Shouldn't be breaking in that. Alright. Trail crossing. Check this out. Yeah, there's a little water. There's a little water hole. You can go swim down there. Love these bridges too. Apparently Evergreen has to have them flown in. Owned by Evergreen. I mean Evergreen MTB Alliance. I'll put a link down at the bottom because they maintain these trails. They do a great job. It's a pretty broad geography of trail systems, so shout out to them to keeping them all in such a good shape. Whoa! I went to pedal and I had already shifted into a climbing gear. That was alarming. Oh, forgot about that turn. Buddy. Oh, I almost got out clean this whole ride. There's one thing I will complain about mountain biking, it's janky climbs. And I will fully admit that it's because I suck at them. Alright, anyone who actually watches to the end of my videos, you get an opportunity to determine part of the video, because it's getting to the temperature where my hands are too sweaty. I need to wear gloves. So, what color gloves should I wear? I've got black gloves, brown gloves, or red gloves. Whoever comments first wins, and that's what I'll do. Janky route. I always forget. It's a hard 90. I do not remember what this is, or if I've actually ever ridden it, or if this, no, it's not. Well, right now it's frickin' stream. Jeez. Super janky. Oh my gosh. Okay, we're back. There you have it, guys. Yo! Oh, look at that. Thank you for watching. Catch you on the trails.